the ways in which the black-white wealth gap grew the quickest was the GI Bill. When GIs got back from World War II, when they first passed the GI Bill, a senator from Mississippi intentionally made sure that the ways in which the GI Bill was distributed was regionally, so that the Jim Crow South states like Louisiana could make sure that Black veterans didn't get access to that free healthcare, the home loans, all of that. So when Big Willie came back from World War II in 1946, he was not able to access a VA loan, which we know the interest rates, until 1976. That's 30 years.
30 years.
Of equity, of wealth that our family did not get, that we were owed by the federal government, because
Correct.
He went and fought in that war. So no, it's not a handout.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, because that's a totally different situation, because everyone else has access to it. And when you're speaking in terms of real estate, that's a lot of equity. There are so many white families who have benefited from that, that equity that's been built over time, whether it's from being able to take equity out of your home for student loans or to build a business. There's a lot.
But the GI Bill also had they also did loan debt forgiveness, so you could get educated. If you weren't Black, if you were a white soldier, you could access going to college. You could access home loans. So yes. it's multiplied and tripled, because Big Willie could have also maybe gone to college, right? If he wasn't living in Louisiana. If he came back from World War II and he went to a state where there wasn't segregation, because that's the reason why the only reason that the senators in the South, I guess the Dixiecrats or whatever, I don't know what they were at the time.
The Dixiecrats.
They refused to pass the GI Bill unless the federal government distributed it regionally, so that they could control and make sure that crazy. Black soldiers weren't getting access to those benefits. So, and I'm sure it happened all over the country, because
it did.